Hey everyone, how's it going? So we're back today with some more Explorer and Pioneer, and we're leaping straight to the top of the meta by running Rakdos Demons. So this is the deck that's probably the most popular one in these formats at the moment, but I haven't played with it on the channel yet, so let's see how that does. Yeah, so it's kind of replaced the old Rakdos mid-range, which has kind of black-red has been a powerful colour combination in the format for a very long time, but this one kind of revolves around using Unholy Annex as a card advantage engine. So this is one of the room enchantments from Duskmourn. If you cast it for its 3 mana cost, it's an enchantment that says at the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If you control the demon, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life, otherwise you lose 2 life. And then you can unlock the ritual chamber for 5, which is normally the order that you'll do it in, and that creates a 6/6 black demon creature token with flying, which obviously helps the other side of the room be better. So yeah, so that's the kind of the card the deck's built around, and then we have not a huge number of demons, to be honest, because you don't actually need them. Unholy Annex is usually good enough by itself, and then we got a couple of Blade of the Onis, so this is an equipment, but there's also an artifact creature and a demon for 2 mana, so we can use that as our kind of way of triggering the better version of the Unholy Annex, but we don't actually need it. We can just take the life loss or create the demon, and generally we'll get away with that. Some of the decks that use this card do run things like Archfiend of the Dross, but we've cut that now in favour of kind of better cards. And the other new card that we're running is Fear of Missing Out, which we haven't used before. So this is a 2/3 for 2 enchantment nightmare. When it enters, you discard a card, then draw a card, and then if you have Delirium, which is 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, whenever this attacks for the first time each turn, you can untap a target creature and have an additional combat phase. Fairly marginal when that will come up from time to time, but it's just a good card by itself. Filters your draws as a 2/3. Yeah, just very, very good. So the rest of the deck, we got our hand disruption spells. We're running a lot of those in the main deck, as we may as well. So we've got 4 Thoughtseizes and 3 Duresses. We can obviously sideboard some of those out if we so choose to. And then we've got some cheap interaction as well with Fatal Push and 2 copies of Torch the Tower. Torch the Tower combos well with Blood Tithe Harvester, because obviously we could use the blood token to sacrifice. So this running the full 4 copies of that. And then another Go for the Throat and a Withering Torment as removal, which just gives us some main deck enchantment hate, because we are likely to run into other people playing the Unholy Annex. So yeah, it just gives us some options there. Obviously there are other good enchantments in the format as well, specifically Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So we're running 4 copies of that and 2 copies of Shieldred the Apocalypse. So yeah, it's a pretty standard mid-range deck. It just has that kind of demon sub-theme going on, and really the Unholy Annex is a 3-drop, so it kind of only goes up to a 4-drop as its top end, and then kind of the 5 is the bonus on top. So yeah, that's the main deck. Then our mana base, broadly as you'd expect, we are running a few of the new Verges as well. 4 Mutavaults. Mutavault is another way of getting the Annex to trigger on its more favourable terms, giving us the life, draining the opponent, because the creature is all creature types, so it's also a demon. And we are running 1 copy of Urborg as well, which turns every other land onto the battlefield into a swamp, in addition to its other types. So a useful addition. You won't... It's one of those cards where you're not going to see it breaking the game because it is just a land, but the ability to turn all of our Mutavaults into black mana producing lands and just smoothing out any kind of kinks in our mana base is pretty good. But it's a legendary land, so we're only running 1 of them. Then in the sideboard, we've got another Torch the Tower, so that's some more removal. Anoint with Affliction, similarly, that kind of targeted removal. This specifically for exiling creatures, which might prove annoying if they stick around. Damping Sphere, yes, there to shut down Lotus Fields and Nykthoses and all of the rest of it. Then we got some Graveyard Hate with Unlicensed Terse. Also, Hijitsu Consumes All is technically a... Hiditsugu. I should say that correctly. Also, the second mode on that is Graveyard Hate, destroys cheap non-land permanents as well, and then becomes the Vessel of the All-Consuming. Extinction Event is our mass removal spell of choice. We run a lot of even mana value creatures, so we can often do a pretty one-sided board wipe. And for 3 copies of Invoke Despair as well, another good answer for enchantments, as well as being some card advantage too. So yeah, Rakdos Demons. You will have seen this, no doubt, if you play Explorer on the ladder. It does. It has been getting around, so worth seeing how it's kind of shaping up at the moment. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go on to the ladder. Yeah, this will do. Some early interaction, Harvester, build up to a Shieldred. Yeah. Yeah. Good, good. Got a target for that. Right, let's get Harvester into play. Just fiddle with the sound levels a sec. This is quite loud. There we are. Okay, so I could torch the tower now, or I could just chill and wait for them to target their Swift Spear, which I think is probably the right approach. So yeah, let's let that resolve. Yep, pass. That's fine, and we'll discard a duplicate Mutavault. Draw another one. Let's get Shieldred out now. I think that's a pretty good wall that the opponent's going to struggle to get through. So we're a little short on red mana here. Hopefully that won't cause us any problems. Okay, well they're hitting us for a fair amount of damage. So this looks like a monstrous rage, but no. Okay, they've got another damage spell. That's fine. I can live losing the Shieldred because its damage isn't going at my face. I'm not thrilled about not having anything else to do though, so we'll just attack with Mutavault. I'm not going to Thoughtseize them. I don't want to lose the 2 life. Okay, let's kill that. Right, let's pop this down as a 6/6 initially. Then we can unlock the Unholy Annex next turn. Yeah, we should be able to win from here, so let's unlock. Attack. Now, if they draw exactly Boros Charm, then good for them, but we should, yeah. Okay, so the opponent's on a Boros Burn deck. Another Torch to the Tower is good. So is Anoint with Affliction. I think 1 copy of Hidetsugu is fine on the draw. I will take away the Thoughtseizes, keep in the Duresses because it doesn't cost us any life to use. Do I want an Extinction Event? I probably don't need one, to be honest. If I'm waiting to cast that on multiple creatures, I've probably already lost the game, so... Well, we got endless removal, but no guarantee of the land to cast it, unfortunately. So I think this is a, yeah, this is a decent hand. So let's pop back Duress. I think we have enough hand disruption that we don't need it. Not hand disruption, interaction. God, I'm on fire today. You can tell it's nearly Monday. Take that down. We'll just pop Urborg into play here. Okay, what's the opponent got going on? That's an expensive Wizard's Lightning, so the hand is full of just... We'll ditch one land, so the hand is just full of spells. Okay, we'll go for the throat. Well, our life total's looking a little shaky here, but I'll get another Fable into play. Yeah, go to 6. I think we'll ditch both our lands here. We've got enough treasures for days. A fear of missing out. Discard another land. Play a land. Yeah, we'll fire up the Mutavault. May as well. So the opponent's going to need another couple of spells to kill us. Yeah, I mean, fair enough if they draw... No? Okay, just a land, and they don't quite have the mana to activate Ramanap Ruins, so... So let's copy our fear of missing out. And we'll drop Torch the tower here. Okay, well, we've got enough removal to... I just have to hope they draw a creature here. Because an untapped land kills us, a burn spell kills us. Very good. Okay. Yeah, again, this is pretty keepable. Yeah, the mana's a bit awkward, so I'm going to have to do that on its red side as much as I don't particularly want to. Slick shot show off, sure thing. I think we can handle one turn of that in our face, so we'll play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Yeah, it's all about the aggro decks right now. Ooh, sheltered by ghosts. Oh, that's good fun. Not getting that back. Duplicate Annex and Mutavault can go. better. Okay, we'll push that away. Happy to just stick Blood Crypt out, fix our mana a little. Alright, what's this do? Oh, it's Castle Ardenvale. And a Light Pause. What the heck is going on here? Five haste first strike. Ah, so it's a Boros Auras deck. That's fun. Well, I'm gonna need to. Ooh. Do I have any? So this has got Menace, haste and first strike. Can't kill it with Torch the Tower, obviously. Fatal Push would have done it. Well, that seems to be a problem. Yeah, I think they've got us here. So we'll want our extra cheap removal again. Similarly, I think we can ditch the Thought Seizes, trim a couple of Duresses. Yeah, let's stick in 2 copies of Hidetsugu Consumes All, because even though it doesn't kill Light Pause, it kills a lot of the auras that they run. Yep, that'll do. Well, they've got a good hand. I, on the other hand, do not. Blech. I mean, I've got removal for days, but... Yep. Good work, everyone. Blow that up. Blow that up. God, this is rough. Okay, well, at least the Harvester will give us some groundwork and sure I do that at sorcery speed, but maybe that's just me. Okay, let's get rid of duplicate Shieldra. Could I have a land, please? Thank you. Well, I'm happy for them to just keep doing that. Right, let's get a fear of missing out into play. What am I discarding? I think I can discard the other Harvester here. Yeah, land is good. We'll just keep trading some resources back and forth. Very odd play pattern they're doing here, but... is it worth just getting shielded out here? It does leave us vulnerable for a turn. Yeah. Go for it. You have free reign at my life total for 1 turn. No? Okay, you don't want it. It's fine by me, I suppose. Then let's get the Unholy Annex out. Start generating some card advantage. Because it's currently life neutral for us, so... Yep. Blow that up. Light pause can come down. Right, let's take out their light pause. Start getting a bit aggy with them here. That's fine. Just take out one of their creatures here. Say go. Sure thing. Cool. Yeah, it was interesting, their play pattern there. Not sure it's what I would have done. I think I'll trim a Hidetsugu on the draw. Put back in another Duress. Say go. So we're on the draw now, which does make things a little more challenging. Ooh, hang on. Okay. It's like, what? A 1-mana plot card? I've not seen this before. We'll get rid of Shard Mage's Rescue, because it gives hexproof. Now, do I want to Duress again, or play Fear of Missing Out? I think I'll get Fear of Missing Out onto the battlefield here. Ditch a land. For another land. Just love land. Who doesn't? Okay, that's quite helpful actually. So we'll push that. Paying the ward cost. Get our Fear of Missing Out back. To discard a land. I'm not thrilled by the way these cards are going. Okay, Hammer Hand. Well, let's open with a Duress, see what they do. It's fine, I will anoint it with Affliction. Hammer Hand. Get rid of that other Hammer Hand as well. Well, I've done all the hand disruption any human being could possibly do, so... I will take that draw all day long. Say go. Okay, it's getting pretty big. Yeah, no good attacks though. Fortunately for them, it's not a great draw. Well, I'll pass the turn. So it's Vigilance and Trample. Something else. Oof. Oh, that is rough. That is an excellent draw. Okay, I'm going to need a removal spell for that immediately. I'll do it. Now let's start eating away at their life total, because this is going to take a minute. I can't believe I've still only got 3 card types in my graveyard. Simply outrageous. Another Mutavault. Okay, we're chowing down on the opponent's life total at least. Not sure I'd be plotting that at this point in time, but... Good lord. Okay, well, I'll activate both our Mutavaults. So the opponent's gonna have to block our shield grid here. That'll take them to 1. Play Mutavault number 3. Oh yeah, no, the shield grid just kills them anyway. That's fine. Oof. Oh, that was a very swingy third game. No, 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 no. It's a hard no from me. This should probably also be a hard no normally, but can't be that fussy, unfortunately. Okay, opponent's on a Lotus field deck, so let's... what's... Oof. Yeah, let's get rid of one of their artist talents here. Yeah, that was a pretty rough keep they did there. Okay, so Damping Sphere is obviously what we want here. Not really sure how else you play against Lotus Field. Just hope they don't do their thing, really. All the hand disruption's good. Withering Torment's a decent answer for something like Omniscience. Do they use the graveyard? I can't remember if that version of Lotus Field does use the graveyard. I'll assume they don't for now. Yeah, these Fatal Pushes are just dead. But then... Yeah, I suppose... I mean, Hidetsugu is going to do more work than a Fatal Push in this matchup, even if it's just a creature that's delayed by a couple of turns. Yeah, that's fine. Our life total doesn't really matter here, so we'll just get Harvester out and start attacking for as much as possible. Okay, can live with that. I think Fable's the right answer here. I want that double redraw. Pour over the pages. Sure. Without a Lotus field, not really as threatening. So let's ditch both these pathways. Okay, I like Duress. So we'll start by looking in their hand. Well, that's not easy, is it? I think... how many cards are this? Got 7 cards there. Dig through time or pour, I think is what's the right answer here. It's probably dig through time. Let's play Fear of Missing Out. Shame we didn't have that a second ago, but never mind. Discard Unholy Annex. Blech. Okay, let's see if they can do it. They probably can from here. Yep, hidden strings. Oh, they're running Leyline of Sanctity. Okay, that's good for now for post. When we play our 3rd game. Yeah, Shieldred, or either, being able to play either of those would have been good right now, but such is the way of things. Still, we'll make them do it, just because there's always a chance they whiff. Yeah, so they are using the graveyard. That's fine. We'll concede this one. We now know a lot more about what we're up against. So I'll put in the other Hidetsugu. Take out one of our annexes. And run it back. Nope. Yeah, again, not the best, but I think we're kind of stuck with it here. We'll just have to hope that we can do enough in quickly enough. Okay, well, that's pretty good. So I'll probably run that out next turn, or maybe I'll get Fable down first. Don't want to be too greedy, but yeah, also I'm wary of counter spells here. Let's try and play around counter magic. Okay. Fable of the Mirror Breaker it is. Okay. That's interesting and notable. Not a Lotus field, okay. I'll ditch the Blackcleave Cliffs here. I think we could redraw a better land. We didn't. I think I'm just going to slam the Damping Sphere while they're tapped out. Sure thing. We'll have a another Fable down after this attack, I think. No, that's no bounce effect, at least. I was interested if they might try and, like, into the flood more my Damping Sphere or something and give themselves a turn. But it still doesn't look like they have a Lotus field. Tick-tock goes the clock. Right, let's ditch these two. Jesus. Okay, well we'll just attack here. Everything's a bit slow. I'm worried. Nothing's happening quickly enough. Dig through time. Okay, well that'll give them some good stuff to look for anyway. See what they can do with that. Okie dokie. Yeah, if we do end up losing this game, I think those, like, 4 lands drawn in a row will probably be the reason. Galvanic Iteration. I mean, my Damping Sphere is eventually going to counteract with their artist talent and make their stuff too expensive, but not quite yet. Okay, there goes 2 of their lands. That Lotus field does not do anything at the moment. Okay, we got another turn. Fear of missing out's not bad. So we'll cast it. Ditch our land. Don't really want to cast that, to be honest, so we'll copy our Fear of missing out. Okay. Go, you got a turn. Do what you can with it. Wand of Insight, okay. Where are you, Shieldred? So they've still only got 4 mana while this Damping Sphere is on the battlefield. Yep, cool. Okay, felt a little bit hairy there for a while, but yeah. A Damping Sphere that sticks around just absolutely kills Lotus Field. Just can't work with it. Not only does it shut off their Lotus Fields, they also, when they go off, they need to cast lots of spells on one turn. Just isn't happening whilst that is around. So there we are. That is Rakdos Demons, as expected. Very strong performing deck. Didn't even need the annexes that much, to be honest, for the card advantage. Everything else is so strong that they can kind of stand on their own. You know, these are all-star cards: Harvesters, Fables, Shieldreds, Fatal. You know, it's just a collection of very, very strong cards. So not surprising. We shall see how it develops over time. Still a relatively recent addition to the meta. So yeah, here's the deck list one more time. So let me know what you think in the comments, as ever. Thank you for watching. Hit those like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. And I will see you next time.